This is Lord Mafka, aka Roganizer Ryan, and in today's video, I want to talk about there are no good people for us to socialize with, and I truly do believe there are no good people for us to socialize with, and this video is addressed to my fellow outcasts, the people who have had a very rough upbringing, the people who have always had horrible luck in their life and haven't got anywhere that they wanted to get to. This video is just for you. So, have you noticed that the people that usually are in our lives are people that are totally against us? The families that we are born into are pretty crappy. The people that we call our parents, they're worthless to us. They don't have any type of wealth to give us. They have no type of good chemistry with us. They don't love us. They don't respect us. The co-workers that we have to work around are people that are so arrogant and rude. The everyday people that you can just go out around, these people are usually very snobby and they get a quick attitude with you. Even if you are polite enough to say hello to them, they won't say anything back to you. And this is why it never pays to try and be extroverted, guys. It never pays to try and talk to people anymore, because you're going to be rewarded with a bunch of disrespect. People are going to spit upon your goodness. They are going to belittle you. They're going to say, oh, see that punk over there? Look how softy they are. Look how they love to try and be polite to everyone. I bet that guy is such a weirdo. They don't have anything going on in their lives. And this is how people look at you, and this is how people treat you also when you are a generous person. Now, if you were a person that was a very rude and obnoxious person, they would give you some respect possibly, and that's what's very sad about it. The more kind you are, the more gentle you are, the more loving you are, the more thoughtful you are, the more courteous you are to people, the more negativity that is going to be sent your way. This is why I say you have to remain at a neutral standpoint in life, because the more you try to drift onto the other side of the coin of being a good person, always trying to live up to other people's expectations, you're going to make your own damn self miserable. Like, I'm telling you right now, it's not worth it. It's not worth the hassle to try and impress people, because you will never be able to make people happy. Most human beings cannot even be content with the good things that they may have in their lives, and they turn around and tell people like us who have barely had anything good happen to us to be grateful for the little that we have, when these bastards can't even be grateful for the big things that they have in their lives, such as a person who probably supports them in their relationship that they're very compatible with, family members that spoil them, give them money no matter how idiotic they act, family and friends also who stick by them even when they know that they are wrong. So we have to understand that a lot of people are not good people. This is why, if you are the type of people like us that have never had any type of luck, and I'm referring to my community of fellow outcasts, as I said in the beginning of the video, right? If you are people like us, you have nothing to look forward to. You have no relationship you're going to get. You have no good career you're going to get. You have no abundance coming your way usually, and whatever type of prosperity comes your way, you're going to have to really grind for that by the skin of your teeth. You're going to have to almost give up your absolute soul, also you can have some type of glory in your life, and that's very sad. But this is how modern society is now. If you are not willing to sacrifice a whole part of yourself, then you aren't going to get anywhere very far in this life. You have to be a sellout. You have to be on some type of devious activity in order for you to be successful in today's capitalistic, negative, parasitic society. And it's very sickening, because the people that you see always getting rewarded, the people that you see that are glorified, these are low lives. These are people that are willing to do anything. They're willing to put other people's lives in jeopardy so they can have fortune, fame, so they can be viewed as important. And whenever we shine light on the fact that you have too many people that are just low lies, pathetic excuses of human beings getting all the glory from life, whenever we shine a big light on that and expose it for what it is, everyone wants to tell you, oh, you're hating because you haven't gotten where you wanted to get to in life. You're hating because you're a failure and you still have to live at home. What type of worthless argument is that? It just further shows how people lack critical thinking skills to not understand maybe that person's environment was just a goddamn nightmare that lowered their self-esteem to where they no longer can believe in themselves and get anything done. Have you ever thought of that? Instead of trying to judge people, instead of trying to cast all of these horrible opinions upon other people that have actually lived a very rough life, have you actually sat back and considered that maybe these people did not have it easy whatsoever? Maybe things have crippled them mentally, and you can be crippled mentally to where you are impaired. Even when something seems like it's very good coming your way, you will not be able to cherish and appreciate it fully because your mind is so wrapped in that pain from the past that you still have not been able to release yourself from, because you have a whole fountain of pain that you have to drink from every day. You have a canvas of devastation that you can paint your whole lifetime with. And this is what a lot of people don't understand about people in these situations, especially with men. We didn't ask to be in these situations of having to roll solo. We didn't ask to be in these situations of having to not trust anyone, always assuming the worst of people. Our lives have shown us that this planet that we live on, this is a very evil, harsh, and ruthless existence that we have to live. All because of other human beings not trying to help heal other people. All because other human beings choose to be greedy. They choose to be savages instead of trying to advance us further by trying to help us as much as they can. And like heck, most people, they do not want to even give food to other people that are a part of their own family. They don't want to share anything with them, because if you go among some people that you are related to, they're not going to want to do anything for you mostly. They're going to tell you, oh, I'm not going to give you any money because you got to work for it. You got to get it out the mud. You have to suffer as much as I did, which is the crap that your parents usually tell you. You have to go through a bunch of torment the same way I did, because that's just how life is. And this is a parent who doesn't give a damn about you whatsoever. People who always talk about tough love, these are narcissists. These are people that love seeing other people hurt. These people are a pathetic excuse for what it means to be a human being. They truly are, because they continue the whole cycle of trauma, negativity, and they deserve no respect whatsoever, no matter who they are. And you should quit talking to these people whenever you get the chance to, because they're only going to hold you back and make you feel even more worthless. It's bad enough that you have to wake up every day thinking about what's my next meal going to be? How am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to keep my gas pumping? How am I going to keep myself from not going insane by the fact that I don't have the normal necessities that I should have, such as a family, such as a good thriving career, such as a good state of self-esteem, because I missed out on a bunch of good experiences that would have just skyrocketed me into a place of actual self-discipline. And it would have helped me actually be able to see, you know what, maybe this is my actual purpose to go after, because I have things that are fueling me to get ahead. I have a very abundant lifestyle of people who actually love and care about me, such as my family, some of my friends who support me, the people in my life that I actually want to date. People do not think deeply about things like this. Have you ever wondered why that person feels horrible horrible about themselves? Have you ever wondered why that person does not want to socialize and mingle with people anymore? Because they've been hurt time and time again. They've given their all to someone only to be disappointed over and over. And when that keeps happening to you, it's like your heart gets put into a cage of bias to where you start to look at everyone the same, and you can't help but view everyone as the same, because what your mind subconsciously programs you to think is going to be by the very experiences that you have had to physically go through. And I can guarantee you right now, if you are a person that lived a very poor quality of life, it doesn't matter what you have. I don't care if you have the best mansion in the world. I don't care if you now have good dating opportunities. I don't care if you have all of the money in the world. You will never be able to be happy, because there is a deadline. There is a time limit at a certain age to where, do you guys remember in school to where your teacher would give you a deadline to complete a certain project or a study? There is a deadline for you to reach for your experiences in life. And this is especially the case with men. If you have not reached that deadline in succeeding in your romantic life somewhat, if you have not succeeded in your career path somewhat, you are not going to be able to feel totally fulfilled, because the time has passed for you to actually be able to fully cherish and enjoy that process. A lot of people love to say, oh, you can skip this level and go right up to that level. No, that's not how it works. There's a pattern here. There's a system to it, okay? And this is the normality that has been taken away from society, because people are too brain dead to understand that if you live a very low quality of life, you will never feel totally secure within yourself. I don't care what anyone tells you. And this is why socializing with people overall is worthless now, because if you are a person that has never had any luck with people, you have to give up on people. You have to become your own hero. You have to become your own savior always, because relying on other people for a substance of fulfillment, you will always go dead wrong. Trust me, I've learned this the hard way many times in my life. So do not repeat those mistakes and get yourself into a world of trouble. Stay as your own soldier and go through this battlefield alone, and fall whenever the time comes for you to fall, but go out with a very graceful and bold blow to this thing we call life. But you guys take care. Like and subscribe if you're new. Tell me what else you guys want me to elaborate on in the comment section. I highly appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video. And like I always tell you guys, stay away from the modern woman. Thank you.